Hello and good morning. It's Tuesday. Wow, we've been doing this for a while now, eh? Anyhow, I want to talk about adversity today because we're all going through the same thing. Um, Life is shaped by adversity. That's the really interesting thing that we're learning now. I'm seeing a lot of really cool things happening, like pollution just being morning, Joanne. Pollution, being at all-time low levels. I just saw Brody Moss, one of the guys I follow on YouTube, saying that whale sharks have come back to a certain part of Australia because there's nobody there. And it's really interesting because there's, obviously a lot of tragedy and stuff that we're going to have to go through to get past this point. But the fact of the matter is, we will get past this point. And it's in these adverse times that leaders are created. If you think about the greatest leaders who've ever lived, I think of like a Malcolm X, a Gandhi, oh gosh, it's windy, um, William Wallace. They were all shaped not because they were born, but because they faced adverse times. So I want to talk to you specifically because every person that's on this broadcast every morning, every person that's singing, every person that's sharing, every person that's doing something to make the people around them better is truly a leader. And it makes all the difference in the world. Affecting only one life, aside from your own, is everything. I mean, we're all going through stuff. Believe me, I'm feeling it too. I'm feeling the depression, the anxiety, the anger, the fear. I feel all of it, just like you. But it's only when I step outside myself and I start thinking about somebody else that I'm able to get through that and feel not only good about myself, but hey, morning, Kay, morning, Randy, and feel good about what's going on. Not because it's a good situation, but because we're handling it well. Um, we've set up a really broken world. The system that we had before this was not. Hey, happy Tuesday, Dave. The system that we had before this was not one we created purposefully. I think we got caught in the race. People were already running when we were born into it. And we just decided to start running with them. The things that have been, passing for human interaction for the last decade and a half or so, social media, a double tap on a picture is enough to tell somebody that you're thinking about them. Swiping right has substituted a real relationship with somebody. These things, they're not the way we're supposed to live. And I think, part of the reason that all of this is happening, people say, some guy ate a bat on the other side of the world, but I don't think it's actually morning, Tommy. I don't think it's a product of just that. I think it's a product of the system that we've set up. Morning, Beth and Dom. We're living on top of each other. We're not. Hey, Kimmy. We're not. We didn't set up a society for people. We set up a society to just set it up. And I think this is a real opportunity for us to fix it, to really concentrate on those interpersonal relationships, to make things better for the next generation behind us. Um, the way that you can lead in your life depends on you. It depends on who's around you. But morning, Jodes. Morning, Cal. It's all about doing something for somebody else. We've been set up just to focus on ourselves for so long because we've had to. We've had to keep up with payments. We've had to keep up with, savings and retirement and thinking about the future and going to your job every day, whether you love it or not. All of these things have led to where we are right now. Every decision that we've made as a society up until now has led to this. And now it's our opportunity to make new decisions about the way we want things to look after this. Because we will get through it. It's only a matter of how much tragedy we go through and how long it takes. But I encourage you to start leading the people around you, whether it's your child, your spouse, a neighbor, anybody. Make somebody else's life better because of this. Connect with people. Let them know that you love them. Let them know that you're here. Everything you're doing right now is going to determine the future that we have after this. So share your messages out there, not mine. Share yours. It's great to share a video and post it and say, hey, let's sing with this guy, but actually go out and sing. Actually let somebody else hear your voice. That's the point of all of this. It's to let people know that you're there for them, that they're not alone, because we're all going through it together, and we'll all get through it together. And I believe in you, and I believe that you're a leader, and I believe that you love, and that we all need to show each other how much we love. Anyhow, that's enough of that. It's 9 a.m. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to your feet. Let your voices ring out in unity for our national anthem. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons' command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. No applause. Anyhow, that's the difference between doing it in the front yard and the backyard. I think it's really important to understand that in that song we say the word free twice. Twice. Get that in both cameras here. Um, we need to come together because we're sacrificing a lot of civil liberties right now for safety. And I totally agree with everything that we're doing, but it's going to be hard to get rid of them afterwards. There's, I trust the Prime Minister. I didn't vote for him, but I trust him. I don't think he's got nefarious intentions behind this. But here's the thing. He won't always be our Prime Minister. Somebody else will come behind him. And whenever we sacrifice that much power and that much freedom, it's possible for somebody else to take advantage of it. But they'll never be able to silence us if we're unified, if we care about each other and we do something for each other on a daily basis. So I understand if you're feeling depressed. I understand if you're feeling lonely, because believe me, I am too. But every morning I come here to talk to you because it makes me feel better about myself. It's selfish that way, but I do believe that I'm doing good by making myself feel better. So anyhow, that's enough for me today. Thank you very much for doing what you do. Go out and lead somebody with love, with feeling, and with kindness today. Let your friends know that you love them. And I'm going to let you know that I love you. Have a fantastic day. I will tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And remember, every single voice counts. Always takes so long